Today we're going to focus on ways in which we can grow from your triggers and act on our glimmers. Think about it this way. Do you ever feel like the world is asking you to pay a little bit more attention to things, to yourself, to others, to everything happening around you? Maybe it's the relentless political headlines we're experiencing, the cultural shifts that are shaking out our old belief systems, or even the quiet moments in your day where you're feeling deeply triggered or where you feel a glimmer of hope unexpectedly. These are the triggers and glimmers at work. And today I want to share why these experiences are some of the most powerful tools and signs we have to navigate the chaos of our world, fuel our personal quest for higher consciousness, and contribute to the deep longing we have for more satisfaction, success, and joy in our lives. So today we're talking about how you can grow from your triggers and act on your glimmers to create more of the change you want to see in yourself, in your world, in your relationships. But first, let's talk about triggers and glimmers and what they are. A trigger is anything that brings up a strong emotional reaction, like anger, fear, sadness, or even shame and blame. You've probably heard this word thrown around in recent years. Triggers are often uncomfortable, but they're also incredibly revealing. They show us where we're healing and where there's a need for us to heal the outdated beliefs or where boundaries have been crossed. A glimmer, on the other hand, is the opposite. It's a moment of lightness, where something small sparks a sense of hope, inspiration, connection, grace, ease, joy. It could be a kind word, a breathtaking sunset, or a feeling of alignment when your work is just flowing effortlessly. So triggers pull us inward, asking us to see what's unresolved. Glimmers pull us outwards, showing us what's possible when we're aligned with love and hope. Both messengers, both have opportunities for us. Now, let's apply this to the shifts we're seeing in our world right now. Political tensions are at an all-time high. Social and cultural norms are being redefined as we speak. The pace of information feels relentless. Triggers can feel constant. Whether it's a heated conversation at work, feeling unseen in your closest relationships, or questioning your own path as you scroll through social media, it's easy to spiral into frustration or hopelessness. But when we approach triggers with neutrality and curiosity instead of resistance, they become tools for transformation. They reveal the parts of us still tethered to fear, scarcity, judgment, all the things that keep us low vibing. Follow this thread and unravel it as you can see the opportunity that it offers. Glimmers, meanwhile, are reminders that light exists even in the darkest moments. Triggers and glimmers can feel intensely personal, and they can show up in virtually every area of your life. In your career, you might feel triggered when a colleague dismisses your idea, or when you're passed over for a promotion. These moments can expose deeper beliefs about your worth and your voice. A glimmer, however, might be the clarity you feel after a successful presentation, or the gratitude of a mentor who sees your potential. In your relationships, a trigger could be an argument with a partner, sparking fears of abandonment or miscommunication. A glimmer might be the warmth of a shared moment or of a sweet laugh together. These are all ways in which we can detect triggers and glimmers. In our personal growth, triggers often show up as self-doubt, wondering if we're enough, or comparing your progress to others. Glimmers might appear also as moments of flow, grace, and ease during a creative project, or the peace you feel in a meditation. Each of these moments carries wisdom. pointing you toward healing, alignment, and growth. So how do you work with triggers? Consciously, you get to look at them as opportunities instead of letting them consume you. First, whenever you feel triggered, the best thing you can do is pause and breathe. When you feel triggered, your body goes into fight, flight, or freeze. Pause. Take 3 deep breaths to ground yourself, to center yourself. If you need help getting centered, I'm going to add a meditation that I've shared in past videos so that you can download it and use it as a guide to create your own way of pausing, grounding, and getting centered. So once you've been able to feel yourself in a more grounded state and you're kind of self-regulated, ask yourself these questions. First, what is this reaction trying to show me? What is it here to show me about the experience, about myself? What belief or fear is being activated? And how can I respond in alignment with my highest self? Once you have your answers, you'll find it easier to release the judgment that the trigger creates. Triggers aren't failures. They're invitations to learn. Approach them with compassion and curiosity. Get neutral. Just as we want to work intentionally with our triggers, we want to amplify our glimmers and use them as fuel to take inspired action. Glimmers are just as important, if not even more important than triggers, and they deserve your attention as well. To make the best use of these sparkly moments of clarity, notice the small things. Start looking for moments of connection, of beauty, of ease in your day, of inspiration even. The more you notice them, the more they'll appear. Follow the glimmer. When something sparks joy or inspiration, lean into it. Whether it's a creative idea, an act of kindness, or a new opportunity, glimmers guide you toward alignment. Share your light. Glimmers aren't just for you. They're for the collective too. When you embody hope or joy, you inspire others to do the same. Triggers and glimmers aren't just personal. They ripple outward into the collective consciousness. Learning to harness their energy is a beautiful step towards becoming more self-aware, raising your own consciousness, and bringing the consciousness of the world up as you move upwards and forwards. When we work through triggers, we stop projecting fear, anger, or division. We become more compassionate, more aware, and more aligned with love. When we amplify glimmers, we contribute to the light needed to shift all the energy in our world. This is how collective awakening happens, not all at once, but moment by moment. Glimmer by glimmer, trigger by trigger, right? It's the inner work to transform ourselves. In turn, we transform the world. So I invite you to start noticing triggers and glimmers in your own life. What triggers are inviting you to heal? What glimmers are calling you toward alignment and joy? If you'd like to explore this much more deeply, my book, Awaken Your Codes of Self-Love, offers insight and practices to help you navigate these moments with grace. Let me know in the comments, what's one trigger you've been working through, or one glimmer that you've been able to recognize and is inspiring you recently? Remember, every moment is an opportunity to awaken. The choice is yours. I'm here to support you. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and please stay connected. As we move forward, every week we're going to be able to unpack each of these topics. And if you're curious about taking this work deeper, be sure to check out my membership, where you can get weekly coaching and practical advice to create more success with deep satisfaction in every area of your life. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Sending you lots of love and light.